Yo guys, what is up and welcome back to the second season of the San Jose Earthquakes career mode. I decided last time to come back after just an amazing episode. Unfortunately, we lost the US Open Cup, but it was still a great run to get second place. And then we went on and won the MLS. Just absolute scenes. So we're back here to try and get back-to-back MLS titles, but also I want to come back with a vengeance and win the US Open Cup. So that's the goal for this season, to do the double here in the MLS. We start off with the Champions Trophy. I don't think we won it last year, but I do think there's going to be a decent amount of changes in the club. I've been scouting a lot of players. We also have so much youth academy players starting to break into the side. Sullivan at 72 rated is 100% going to be starting almost every game. And then I recently just signed our 6'6" Canadian goalkeeper Cameron. Michaels will also get into the squad on the bench, so him and Miranda will be hanging out there. But I'm really excited about the 16-year-old Cameron. I think he's going to be an amazing keeper. These are a quick overview of our objectives. We need to reach the final of the playoffs in the MLS, and then also they want us to win the US Open Cup. So these are pretty much my goals as well, of course, but I want to go all the way with the MLS. I want to win it all. Financial, this is within 3 seasons. It's remaining 2 seasons. We're probably not going to finish this. This is most likely going to be the last season of this career mode, and then we can move on to maybe another one after this. As for youth development, low as well. Grow 1 youth academy players by at least 5 and play them in 5 matches. That should be pretty simple. I think we grew one of our players by like 9 or 10 last time, and that was Cameron. And then within 3 seasons, again, we're not really going to need that, but who knows, we could get it. As for scouting, I've been thinking of possibly getting a striker, Wondolowski. He's getting on in age, and as much as he was such an important part of our team last season, I think we need a better rated player. He's only like 68 rated, so I've been looking at not only Steve Mooney, but the young American in Mason Toye. He has got a really low release clause, so maybe we can pick up him. I've also been looking at wingers. I kind of want to replace Salai, I think his name is, on our left. He just wasn't the right fit, and he was kind of a quick purchase that I didn't really fully think out. And I've been looking at a couple of guys. One is Fredrik Jensen. He can play cam, and maybe Schkoff goes out onto the left. Salawi is interesting. Julian Green. All these guys definitely have a chance, but there's still so much room for scouting. As for the training, I think we're going to keep it to the same for now until we get more players. And then once we get like more players who I think are worth training, we're probably going to replace Cameron and Sullivan, because I think right now they'll grow anyways, and they're pretty decently rated for the MLS at their current ratings. So once we get any more youth scouts, we went back to Mexico, by the way, because they have just been giving us so many good players. So we're going back there for 3 months until both of them finish, and then we'll decide where we want to go after that. So to start off the summer tournament, we're going to go with this lineup: Miranda at cam, Schkoff on the left, and then Sullivan. Cameron will make his full debut, and I'm just so excited for Cameron. I think he's really going to be an amazing keeper. Hopefully, of course, he lives up to expectation. And as for some of our players that I was scouting, they all came back. We have Kevin Zohi, who's 72 rated, 23 years old. We have Saif Eddin Kawi. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. He's 73 rated, so he is also pretty promising. He can play on the right or at cam. And then Fredrik Jensen ended up being a 74 rated. Now I really do like the look of Fredrik Jensen. The only problem is I don't want to like ruin his career or anything, because he's 22 years old. He's already in Europe. I just don't know if I'm ruining his career, so I'm going to leave him there for now, and I'm pretty happy with the squad anyways. We're going to go in against New York City FC. They were like last place last time, so hopefully we should be able to get the win. Cameron's first game, can he get a clean sheet? He can. 2 goals for Wando, 1 for Lima. Sally comes on and gets a red card as well, but Cameron with his first clean sheet in his first game. Things you absolutely love to see from the young Canadian lad. See, now that Houston is gone, we just do not actually have a substitute striker. So I think it is a pretty good idea to be signing maybe a starting striker, and Wando's off the bench, and we can definitely switch him out. I mean, if I get like a 71 rated striker, I'm perfectly fine with starting Wando over him in, half of the games or something like that. But we go into the next game. This time I'm going to start Michaels in his very first match. It's against Atlanta. They lost against LAFC. And Atlanta and LAFC were supposed to be some of my toughest matches last year in the US Open Cup, and we ended up beating them both times. Let's see if we can do it again. We had 3-0 last time and 4-1. What the hell happened to this team? It might be Cameron. It might be Cameron. 4-1 against Atlanta is huge. Wando, Schkoff, Espinosa, and Yule each with a goal. And we are absolutely steamrolling the competition. LAFC, though, is going to be a challenge. These guys could be the ones that we are challenging for that top spot in the West. So this is going to be an interesting match. It's going to tell us a lot about our season, I think. I mean, I want to get quickly into this. I do have to remember, we only have 1 month of the transfer window. Of course, it's January, and then we have a full month of February. I don't know. I think I'm just going to do February offline. I mean, nothing's really going to happen unless, one of our players gets injured in training or something. And then I can just brief you all next episode. So I think we'll just skip February as for the episodes. Or I just do it at the end of this one. But LAFC beat us 1-0. Now, of course, it's a loss. You don't really like to see that. But I think that's actually pretty promising. A 1-0 against an LAFC, and they have just an absolutely amazing team, isn't too bad. We make it into the semifinals, of course, being second place. I think the performance has been pretty good. Both of our top youth players in Sullivan and Cameron go up to a 73. And they are just a really, really good young defensive duo at this point. So ahead of the Houston Dynamo game, I'm very interested in Steve Mooney, but I'm just not sure. I want someone who's maybe a bit closer in rating to Wando so I can switch him out more easily. And I think the man for the job is going to be Mason Toye. I think at this point, he's probably somewhere between 69 to 70 rated. And I don't really want to, I think we're just going to pay the negotiations. That was probably going to be around what the price of the deal was going to be anyways. So our next signing will be Mason Toye. As I said before, he's probably around 69 to 70 rated. I think he's going to be a good player, not only to replace Wando in the future, but to swap out with him in the current season. He's young. I think he has decent potential. Decent potential for the MLS, definitely. So we'll sign him on $4,000 in wage. And he's a 69 rated, so yeah. I was correct in that. So 21 years of age, Mason Toye will join the squad, and we have 25 million or so left in the budget to maybe do some more changes. And I'm really looking at replacing Salai. I don't know, he just didn't really feel right. He's also 22 years of age. I could send him back out to Europe and he could get his career back on the road. Mason Toye won't play yet. So this could actually be Salai's last game, because I'm really, really looking for a winger to replace him. And I want it to be a good, a high-rated player as well. I'm just not sure right now. The scouts haven't brought in anything promising. But we go into the Houston game in search for our first trophy, and we win. Mason Toye, there we go. Mason Toye with his first goal for the club, our new number 9. Wando came off for him in the 47th minute. So I do kind of like that. Maybe if we do a little, I can't personally set it up like that, but hopefully the game does me where it's halftime Mason Toye comes on or halftime Wondolowski comes on. I think that is a pretty good setup. We will, however, face LAFC in the final, the ones that we lost to 1-0 just a game ago, and hopefully we can get the dub. I think we are going to be going for Frederik Jensen. I think Freddie Jensen is going to be the next player that we buy. He's valued at about 10 to 15 million. He's 22 years old. He is going to be someone who, of course, we're going to be taken out of Europe for a couple of years, which is unfortunate. But I just think he's going to be the right player for us. We're going to try. They don't even want Salah, so we can maybe sell Salah after this. Freddie Jensen will join San Jose Earthquakes, 9.5 million, and Sean Johnson. So we've gotten rid of Sean Johnson. He can move on with his career. But Freddie Jensen is going to be replacing Salah in the team. Schkoff is going to go out wide to the right, which is his base position as well. And then Fredrik Jensen is going to go up top. Not up top, but in cam. And then we have an amazing substitute winger in Salah. Hopefully he comes on and actually does some good stuff, because at this point he's been very, very inconsistent. But we're gonna go into the game against LAFC, and I kind of want to start Mason Toye. He scored, so we're gonna see how he does when he starts. We go in against LAFC, the team that bested us just one game ago, 1-0. Possibly our rivals for this year in the actual MLS. We could be battling them for some of the top spots in the West. And this is for the first trophy of the season. This could be a very, very big result if we can get it done. They're undefeated so far in this tournament. I'm just hoping to change it right here. Hopefully we can get the win. Jensen makes his first start. Toye makes his first start. And hopefully the boys can come through with the dub. Come on, boys. Give me a good result. Can we come back with the first trophy? We lose on pens. Heartbreak. Schkoff missed a penalty in the 61st. That probably would have won us the game. Blessing scored in the 7th. Espinosa in the 32nd. And that really, really hurts, but LAFC are going to bring home the first trophy of the season. Next episode, of course, will be the start of the MLS, but that is it's a bittersweet. It's a bittersweet start to the season. We get far in the summer tournament, but once again, just like the US Open Cup, we fall short at the end. And unfortunately, we're going to go into the MLS season without any trophies, which is just absolutely heartbreaking. So, of course, February does not have any games in it, so we are going to look at the scouts, and wow. The US have not only brought us Noah Evans, who looks to be 6'1", a 6'1" winger, 17 years of age, we're going to sign him, but it's also Pierre Park, who's 72 rated potentially. He's 15 years of age. He's a 6'2" CDM or center back. 100% I'm taking that. He could be the next player that we train up to glory. And then as for the we have another 72 rated player. What a scout here in February that we've gotten. 5'11", could be another center mid, Javier Rivero. So we're going to sign him as well. What a group of players we just got there. Rivero is a 58 rated CDM. That is tough. And Pierre Park is a 59 rated CDM. I think we are only going to keep Pierre Park because he's so young, but we are probably going to be training him most likely. So to end off the month of February and to end off the episode, Cameron goes up to a 75 rated. We have Park at a 60 rated, and Michaels is very close to a 69 rated. So Michaels could very soon be taking up the spot of our CDM. Morales is kind of getting on in age. We sold Hadji actually earlier in the month, who will leave in the July transfer window. But the team is looking amazing. I'm really, really liking how we're looking. Really, one of the most important parts of this team is starting to finally come together, which is all the youth academy players. Sullivan at a 74, Cameron at a 75, Michaels at almost a 69, and then Miranda at now a 70. So we're eventually going to probably phase in a lot of these players, which I really, really am excited for. But that is going to be all for me for the first episode for the second season of the San Jose Earthquakes career mode. I hope you enjoyed. We'll face Minnesota for the first game of next season. I'll see you guys later.